Alright, so with the Google Pixel 9 series finally here, you might be wondering if it's worth upgrading to Google's newest smartphones. But with that in mind, you might be looking for a cheaper alternative, in which case the Google Pixel 8 is a pretty great choice. With that said, let's take a look at Google's 2023 flagship 10 months later. Alright, so we've covered the Google Pixel 8 a lot here on the channel, and if you want to check out our earlier videos, then I'm going to drop some links in the description below. Now, one of the biggest reasons why you might want to check out the Google Pixel 8 is because of the lower price now. Now, the phone did launch at around $700, and over the months that followed, we saw a lot of price drops for the phone. So Google occasionally drops the price of the Pixel 8 down to around $550 or even $500, and it's a lot cheaper now. And yeah, with the Pixel 9 finally here, we're bound to see a lot of lower prices, both from Google and especially from third-party retailers, since they often sell the Pixel 8 at much lower prices more frequently. And yeah, by comparison, the Pixel 9 is pretty expensive this time around, and with the Pixel 8, you're definitely going to save a lot more money. Now, moving over to performance, over the months we've gotten a ton of software updates for the Pixel 8, and yeah, I gotta say that the Tensor G3 chip is definitely a big improvement over the first generation Tensor chip, as well as the Tensor G2. I've gotten better screen on time with the Tensor G3, and it's less prone to heating unlike the Tensor G2 for example, and using the Pixel 8, I have had a better overall experience, especially when compared to the Pixel 7, which was prone to overheating and excessive battery drain, two issues which I think Google did manage to fix on the Pixel 8. Now, the Pixel 9 does come with the newer Tensor G4 chipset, and according to a lot of benchmarks, the Tensor G4 doesn't offer much improvements over the Tensor G3, and that's not to say that it's a terrible chip per se, but again, it's going to be mostly minute differences in performance, and unless you really need the latest model from Google, then as far as everyday performance goes for daily usage, the Pixel 8 should suffice. Now, of course, there are some similarities between the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 9. You do get the same dual camera setup on the rear panel, pretty much the same charging speeds, and while the Pixel 9 does come with some improvements, such as a slightly larger and brighter display, a slightly larger battery, and of course the newer flat-sided design, the Pixel 8 can still handle all the essentials, especially if all you're after is an affordable Google flagship smartphone and you're not really too keen on the A series devices. And overall, it's going to be a more practical choice to go for last year's flagship. And again, we go back to the first point of the Pixel 8 being a lot more affordable this time around. And probably the last point that I want to make in this quick video is the amount of software support that Google's providing the Pixel 8. Now, Google did promise up to 7 years of software support for this phone, and one of the key advantages of using a Pixel phone is that they do get newer features, and with the Pixel 8 being a flagship smartphone, it's bound to get a lot of the same features that's coming to the base model Pixel 9. And yeah, overall, I just have to say that it's a pretty solid smartphone. Sure, it's not the latest model, but it's only 10 months old at this point, and probably the biggest reason to go with the Pixel 9 at this point is if budget isn't really an issue for you, or if you're someone who really must have the latest device from Google. Alright guys, so that does it for this quick commentary. Let me know your thoughts about the Google Pixel 8 in the comments below. Are you planning on getting one, or do you have one right now, or do you still want to go for the Pixel 9? Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.